Hi, I'll continue with this. This is, why should I stand firm upon the Injil? Excuse me. Why should I obey Qur'an 568 if the Bible is corrupted? And this is my side to reading it, and this is the ugly side is for the Muslim here. Okay. Okay, do you understand what God is saying to do? And do you understand English? Yes, Allah is telling me to stand firm upon the Injil and be a Muslim. An impossible command, meaning that the Injil is in complete contradiction to the Quran. Yes, there is part of the Injil and Torah is in the Bible, but the most part is changed and edited. Change the subject there. Then why stand firm upon them at all? Does that make sense to you? Be truthful now. Are you blind? No, quite the opposite. Are you projecting? You do know what the term projecting means, true? No, I can clearly see that the Bible is from God. Oh yeah. He says, yeah. I say, no. He says, are you blind? No, quite the opposite. Are you projecting? You do know what the term projecting means, don't you? You can clearly see what is from God and what is not from God in the Bible. No. I can clearly see that the Bible is from God, and I can clearly see the Quran is incredibly schizophrenic, evil, and well, stupid for telling me I have no ground to stand upon unless I stand firm upon something corrupted. If the Bible is corrupted like Muslims claim, how can it not be that way? Damn you! You are a very lost and blind man, deaf and blind. Why? Because I'm obeying Quran 568 by staying firm upon the Injil? Why should I be lost? Why should I be lost, very blind and deaf for doing what the Quran tells me to do as a person in the book? You can't even understand what God is telling you and what is in Quran is telling you can't even understand what God is telling you and what Quran is telling you, man. You mean Quran 568 is a lie? Keep believing that Jesus is God and Son of God or whatever, then you be good. Only because the Injil tells me to believe that, which Quran 568 tells me to stand firm upon. On Judgment Day, then Jesus will come to you and say, get away from me! Get away from me! I never knew you! If so, I'll say, gee, Jesus, you and Allah really fooled me well by putting an impostor on the cross who looked like you while Allah secretly and sneakily took you up to heaven to be with Him, then telling me I had no ground to stand upon unless I stood firm upon the Injil like Quran 568 was telling me. I mean, you and Allah really tricked me big time. I guess this means I won't be getting any gigantic mile-wide patooties in Jannah because I didn't kill and was killed for Allah's sake, like I was really supposed to do according to Quran 599, Quran 9 verse 111, right? Oh well, who knew that Allah and you, Jesus, were such incredible soul-damning kidders, to the point where my skin will be burned off and replaced daily throughout eternity in hellfire for falling for your kidding about standing firm upon something Muslims were right all along about it being corrupted, even though the Quran says the Injil is Allah's words, and that the supreme triumph was that Allah's words couldn't be changed nor altered. Oh well. You say, why, quote, why? Because I'm obeying Quran 568 by standing firm upon the Injil? Why should I be lost, very blind and deaf for that? Yeah, that's what I said, alright. Doing what the Quran tells me to do as a person of the book? You are lost because you follow the Bible and not the Injil. I'm lost because I follow the Bible, not the Injil. If the Injil is not the gospel, which is all about which is all the New Testament in my book, then what is the Injil Qur'an 5:68 is talking about? I know I've asked this question of you more than once, and I bet I'll be asking it again. Damn you! You are a fool, man! I said that 1,000 times, but you don't listen. You keep on saying that, but as you probably know, I've been recording all that you have responded to show others later on that you lie about saying it is 100 times. That you lie saying it's 1,000 times. You told me. You never tell me why I need to obey Qur'an 5:68 when you say that Injil is corrupted or is not the Bible. When have you ever explained once in all of this what you think the Injil is, if the Injil is not the gospel and thus the New Testament? Yeah, and that's not the New Testament. When have you told me what the Injil is? When have you told me? God is saying in the Quran that Jesus has not died on the cross. Right. Going completely contrary, going completely counter to what the Injil says. And yet there is Qur'an 5:68 for me to stand firm upon the Injil. Again, for what seems the bazillionth time here, why stand firm upon something that is a lie? You do realize that most of the Injil is about Jesus going to the cross, don't you? So why am I to obey Qur'an 5:68 and stand firm upon the Injil if Jesus didn't go to the cross like the Qur'an says? Again, why? Even your Bible has proof even your Bible has proof of that and contradict many things about the resurrection of Jesus, etc. Oh really? Oh really? Show from the Injil and the Torah and the Zabur where that is the case. Show from the book, which makes people the book, where that is. So, where that is, okay? Or are you taqqiya-ing, lying for Allah right now? Again, show from the Bible where all that gospel Injil of Jesus going to the cross is a lie, okay? Let me ask you this: what kind of state does a resurrected body has? Again, where is it in the Bible about Jesus not going to the cross? Oh, by the way, I take it I take it you do know what a resurrected body is? What it's like? And what kind of miracle Jesus did when he said, "I show you miracle like Jonah," story of Will. Well, what kind of miracle? Do you know? Look, you don't understand. You are a fool. How so? Because I'm standing firm upon the Injil and obeying Qur'an 5:68? Well, if hell awaits me for obeying Qur'an 5:68, whose fault is that? The Injil has been changed and edited, so God has sent down the Qur'an to correct the Bible because it has been changed, etc. Correct the Bible by telling me I have no ground to stand upon unless I stand firm upon the Torah and Injil? And tell you to believe all the books of Allah, which it would include the Bible? How does that correct the Bible if the Bible needs correcting? So God is telling you the message of the Quran is the same as the Injil. Really? Really? Have you read the Injil? It's all about Jesus being sent to redeem the world through his death on the cross, and rejecting that to mean going to hell. How does that mean it fits with the Quran that says Jesus didn't die on the cross, but instead was taken up to be with Allah, which for some reason isn't shirk there? And that is believe in one God and worship him alone with no partners. That's not what the Injil says. The Injil, again, is most about Jesus going to the cross and dying for the sins of the world. You can count on your hand how many times the book Bible says, quote, worship God alone. You can count it on your pinky. But you fools, Christians, worship Jesus, who has a man who used to drink and eat, etc. Well, that's because he had a body when he was made, quote, a little lower than the angels, so he could die on the cross. How could he die on the cross if he was spirit or God? He couldn't. He had to have a body. Well, so his body could die while his spirit went and preached to spirits in torment, and then later led captivity captive. Look how you fools are lost and stupid. I think you are projecting, sir, or are you a woman? I don't know who. I don't know if you're a man or a woman. You never let me know. Now God is warning you. God is warning you and send you on the right path through the message of Prophet Muhammad, Papa, and the Qur'an, which tells me I have to, quote, stand firm upon the Injil and Torah. And the Torah is about innocent animals being sacrificed in the temple for blood atonement. Well, blood atonement for what, if it's not pointing to Jesus being the final atonement for sin? I mean, again, why did Allah demand blood atonement in the Torah? You do realize that the Torah hasn't changed in meaning since at least the time of the Dead Sea Scrolls, which means that Muhammad is telling us to, quote, stand firm upon the Torah of the Dead Sea Scrolls, which matches in meaning with the Torah in the Old Testament of the book, our Bible, the Bible that Christians believe in, and Jews believe in too, at least the Old Testament. Which means, well, I'll let you figure it out, okay? And if you do, I doubt you will continue to pull out a prayer rug and put your patootie in there 5 times a day, every day, for the rest of your life. You, sir or ma'am, will be set free to be your own person, to believe in a God who is love and not this evil trickster you're trying to believe in. And Allah is an evil trickster for creating Christianity by putting in a fake Jesus on the cross, using the power of Jesus to transform someone to make a fake Jesus to go on the cross, if Christianity is false and Islam is true. So, even if Islam is true, guess what? It's not my fault that I'm obeying Quran 568. It's the reformed pagan Arab moon god, Allah's fault.